Hey, Carolyn Porter here, and this video is on what are you willing to do to get what you really want. And I was inspired to do this video from the morning mindset call this morning because that was a great part of the discussion today, talking about, what will you give up? Like one person came out and say, people say that they desire this and they desire that, but in the end, they're not really willing to give up the hard things to get what they want. And that made me start thinking, about my journey, what I had to give up, and maybe what I still have to give up in order to get what I want. And so I wanted to just share a few of the things that I had to give up to get what I want, because the fact of the matter is that being an entrepreneur is a kind of business where you're growing yourself as well as your business. And in order to grow, you have to give up something. So you can take on this new persona of who you are working to be as an entrepreneur. So one of the biggies for me was comfort zone. I had to give up feeling comfortable. I had to give up the idea that it will be comfortable and cushy going on and doing this, and step into the feeling of uncomfortableness in certain situations many times, sometimes even shaking in my boots. Because, there may be something that you don't want to do, or you put off, you procrastinate about doing it because you just don't want to do it. And then when it comes to the point where, you got to really do this to move forward, I had to step into those situations, and they were not comfortable. But as I was approaching it and moving through it, but after I was finished, it was like uncomfortable at all. But that's just part of it. You have to give up your comfort zone. Just know that as an entrepreneur, you are going to be called upon, and not by anybody else at all, but by your journey. You're going to be called upon by your journey to step out of your comfort zone and do things that you're uncomfortable with so you can move on to the next level. And then the other thing was, as I was doing this business, I find myself in a situation where I had to make a choice between, getting a nice cushy job with a cushy salary, or just do this full time. And this is the time that I had an opportunity to do it full time, and I said, I'm going to do it full time. I'm not going for the cushy job and the cushy salary. That was not a comfortable position to let go of the idea of having this salary coming in on a regular. But I decided that, regardless, if I want to go for this and I have this opportunity this time to do it full time, I'm going to take it. And I ran with it, and so far so good. And then the other thing is that, and this is the one that was brought up on the call this morning, is sleep. Oh, when you get started on this, you're going to have to give up a lot of sleep. You have to be willing to get up early and go to bed late to get this done. And if you're not doing it full time and you still have a job, you really will have to give up some time, some sleep time, because you're going to have to fit it in. You have to fit everything in when you come home from work. So know that you will have to give something up for this, because like I said before, being an entrepreneur is growing yourself as a person so that you can grow your business. And in order to grow yourself, you have to give up some of your old ideas of who you really are and how you really operate, and start taking on this new persona and operate as an entrepreneur. So my question to you is, my thought for you, I should say, is that I invite you to start thinking about some of the things that you will give up in order to do this. Because, or if you're not thinking about some of the things that you need to give up, because you probably don't know what those are right now. So think about your willingness to give up whatever presents itself to you to become an entrepreneur and get what you really want. Carolyn Porter here. Leave comments for me and let me know what your thoughts are. Some of the things that you had to give up. And you can go check the link below for my company. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.